Hey everybody, this is Jyricos, and welcome back to Tales of Phantasia. And we are I'm digging this sweeping, majestic music here in the Royal Audience Chamber. Last time we managed to save Prince Leard and got the thanks of both the King and the Royal Sorcerer Lundgrim. This time we've got free reign of the castle, and I think it's time to explore. First, let's talk to the King and Queen. Please, let us know if there's anything we can do. I pray that wherever you may go, the goddess will smile upon you with her blessing. You guys say anything? Just please take care. Please do your best. No apologies for locking us up. You guys probably don't say anything else, do you? Just please be mindful of your position before His Majesty. Alright, that's going down. We want to go actually up to the top floor. Let's see what's in here. Oh, I'm one of His Majesty's personal attendants. Don't get anything dirty now. This is actually the King's room, I guess. Cannot remember, is there... Yeah, there's no paths up here. We want to head higher up in the castle. I think this is just exits out to a balcony, yeah. Because we want to go find the Sorcery Lab, which is up on the top floor here. Or, hang on, what's this? This is the Prince's room. Prince is back to normal. Finally, Alvanista is safe again. Why not? Let's talk to the Prince. I still have a lot left to learn. I will redevote myself to becoming a splendid leader like my father for the sake of the people. Nice to see he's actually, you know, a good person. So, he just got stuck in a bad situation. So, let's use these stairs. You guys just say the same thing? Yeah. Not easy being a sentry, you know. Huh? You want to hear about a spirit? Why would I know about that kind of thing? Go ask the people in the sorcery laboratory. Oh, wait. I think I have heard a legend like that somewhere. Once upon a time, in an era unlike ours, when no monsters roamed the land. Throughout the world, there were evil men working to spread a poison. They intended to use that poison to control the entire world. The spirit of the moon, in order to prevent that from happening, descended from the heavens. The light of the moon was the source of the spirit's power, but on the night of a new moon, the spirit was captured by the evil men. Those evil men were acting under orders from the kings of distant lands. What happened next? I can't remember how the rest of it goes. Sorry. So, this is sort of a side quest. You can talk to him here, and it starts a sequence where you can get more of that story. We'll get that over time. Note, I am not going to do this right now. We will come back to this later. First thing first, let's wander around and keep exploring. Thank goodness the prince has returned to his old self. Is that a door? Nope. Okay. Kind of wander around here. Alright, there's some stairs up. We'll take those in a second. Want to hear a little bit about books? For you all, there are 3 types of books you need to worry about. First, Ogi texts, which detail the usage of Ogi for swordsmen. Second, spell books, which contain new spells for sorcerers. Finally, research books, which are used primarily by summoners. Occasionally, such books are imbued with magical energy and be used as weapons. That's about all you need to know. So, yeah, we've encountered all 3 of those types. It's kind of cool. Hey guys, what's up? Love between elves and humans will always end in sorrow. The Elven Gathering is proof enough. They say that lots of couples were forcibly torn apart. Well, that's sad. The elves have gathered all of their people together in a place called Ymir, Forest of Mirror Water. I guess they must have had some reason for doing it. For I don't even know how many decades now, Midgard has been researching this new power based on sorcery. Combining magic and technology, I think they called it Magitek for short. They said it was all for the purpose of allowing humans to control the power of sorcery or something. Yeah, Magitek never ends up going badly. Oh boy. Alright, where are we up here? Yep, welcome to Alvanese Castle. Please be mindful. Yep, you guys just always say the same thing. War? Even though people talk about this war all the time, it has nothing to do with us. Still, peace really starts to get boring after a while. Oh, the outlook of the privileged. Oh, it's out this way. Is this... Oh, this is the dungeon. Man, I'm bored. Nothing to report. We can kind of wander around. There's nothing really to do in here. They don't actually have any prisoners. So... But there are chains on the wall with blood there, so they have had prisoners in the past. But yeah, we were the only ones. So let's keep walking around, see what more there is to explore here. Don't you think the elves are frightened of the possibility of mankind using sorcery? It all comes down to the fact that there are more humans around. They need that advantage. And here's the library. Let's check out some of the books here. Languages of the Ancient Civilizations, Volume 1. During the era of the Ancient Civilizations, there were two languages in common use. One is known as the Superior Ancient Language. The more ancient of the two languages, it is believed to have emerged between 10,000 and 100,000 years ago. Their language is called the Common Tongue. The current structure and vocabulary of our language is built upon the latter. Further, words from both languages have been seen used in conjunction as observed in the carvings on countless slates. Kinda cool. Restorative techniques. Primary aim of sorcery has always been offensive in nature. However, there are claims that a miraculous restorative power also exists. While sorcery is based on one's inherent magical power, the restorative power is said to borrow power from nature and the gods. However, its existence has not yet been confirmed. Moon and stars. There are two moons in our sky. The larger is Silverant, and the smaller is Tetheala. You've played other Tales games, specifically one in question. You may recognize those names. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that for here, though. They both orbit our planet in distinct paths. While Silverant's lunar cycle is 35 days, Tetheala has a lunar cycle of 42 days. Due to peculiar gravitational fields generated by twin moons, there are countless meteors suspended in the space between them. Unfortunately, the meteors are impossible to see with the naked eye and can only be observed by telescope. And forbidden magic. Of the many forms of magic in this world, there exist some forbidden spells and rituals that were sealed away in ancient times. One of these is a self-sacrificial form of sorcery. By converting one's very life energy into magical energy, it was possible to unleash a single crushing explosion. By casting a magical barrier just before releasing the energy, one could compress and amplify the magic as well as increasing control of its range. Was this developed only in the interest of offensive power, or was it to prevent the user from harming those around them? The answer is still unclear. So lots of interesting books to read there. A new age musician. The castle background music really needs a jumpstart for the new generation. It's got to be more like this. He speeds it up. That's a nice fourth wall breaking. Ymir, Forest of Mirrorwater, is a huge lake with a sprawling forest growing up around it. You should go see it at least once. Maybe we will. Old school musician. Truly, the castle music should have that solemn, serious tone. This is how it was meant to be. And he slows it down. I love that these two go back and forth. You can change how the music in the castle sounds by talking to them. For some reason, the elves are strongly opposed to the friendly alliance that Elfinista has with Midgard. But, to be honest, nobody really understands why. I wonder what it could be. Who knows? Maybe we'll find out in time. I already talked to you. Did I? Yeah, I already went this way. This should dump us out in the middle of, or in the entrance of the castle. So, explore the lower levels. Let's head back up. Don't worry, dude. I'll come back to you in time. And now, we're actually going to keep heading this way. We found the Sorcery Lab. Hey, that girl over there is a sorceress, right? Can I interest you in any spell books? Tractor Beam, Thunderblade, Thundersword, and Thunderbeam. Let's do Tractor Beam. That'll be 4,000 gold. And Archlearn Tractor Beam. You need to learn this here. It's very important. You actually will need it later in the game. Let's see. I don't think we have enough money to buy Thunderblade. Yeah, I can't afford that one. How much money do we have? Only about 7,000. Now, I'm pretty sure Thundersword and... Hey, it's not here. I think that girl with the braided hair and the apron dress bought it. I think she said her name was Lily something or another. Hey, and let's check the fourth one, Thunder Beam. Oh, whoops. That spell doesn't exist. The name sounds pretty cool, though, doesn't it? Where did I hear that? So, yeah. Hey, Lundgren! Have you picked up your entry permit for the Moria mine yet? What? You haven't? The Adventurers Guild is in the western part of the city in the basement of the item shop. Yeah, we'll get that in time. For the moment, spirits. In the Freyland Desert, there's a place called the Cave of the Burning Sands that's said to house the spirit of fire, Efreet. If researchers actually succeeded in developing Magitek, it could end up changing science as we know it. But something about it seems pretty shady. It has a pretty dire effect on the surrounding environment. And hey, we got a whole, cabal of sorceresses here. So tired. Yet another sleepless night. I must concentrate. So, it relates back to the design of the seal after all. Would you like me to explain the Monster Encyclopedia? Why not? Let's see what you have to say about this. What would you like to know? So she gives you all sorts of interesting information about it. Whenever you encounter an enemy, the basic data for that enemy will be automatically recorded in the Monster Encyclopedia. However, you probably want to know more about the monsters, like their statistical data and elemental attributes, right? If you want to record that data, you'll need to use the spectacles on monsters during battle. Understand? You only need to use this item once on an enemy. After that, its data will always be recorded in the Monster Encyclopedia. Regarding offensive attributes. As you might expect, offensive attributes are those associated with the elemental attribute of a monster's attacks. If an area has many enemies with a certain elemental attack type, you should use equipment that guards against it. If you learn to use equipment that defends against the enemy's strengths, your battles will be much easier. So a lot of this is kind of self-explanatory, or stuff we've gone over before, but it's cool that they have this here to kind of teach you about it. There are 4 categories of elemental defense: weak, strong, nullify, and absorb. If the enemy has a weak classification for an element, attack with that element to do extra damage. It's the opposite of strong elements. Attacking with those will have a reduced effect. Nullify indicates that many times attacking with that element will have no effect at all, and you should never use absorb elements. You'll be doing your enemy a favor by restoring their strength. If the attribute text is nearer to blue, that effect of that attribute will be small. The closer that text is to white, the greater the effect of that attribute will be. And finally, recording dropped items. Information about the items dropped by an enemy will not be recorded until the item has actually dropped. In order to complete this information, you'll often have to stay in an area committing monster genocide until you obtain the item. She is a little creepy. So, did you learn what you needed to? I love that, like, monster genocide, her weird thing. Who's this guy? Oh, the spirit of water, Undine. Supposedly it inhabits a place called the Corroded Grotto in the North Sea. And I've heard that the spirit of earth, Gnome, can be found in the Cave of the Spirits east of Belladem Village. Is that what you wanted to know? So yeah, they help give you clues over where to find other spirits. And you know what? Let's read some books as well. No, I can't read from here. Can I read books in here? I actually can't remember. No, just in the library. So, we need to remember her, because there will be a spell we'll have to get later, but at least we got Tractor Beam. Mid-level non-elemental spell, which is pretty cool. Fun fact about Tractor Beam, we saw it used on us before. It lifts up enemies and then slams them to the ground. Arch is immune. Flying enemies are not hurt by it because it has to grab them from the ground, lift them up, and drop them down. So, pretty neat that she cannot be hurt by it. We've already gone through all of this, so now I think it's finally time to talk to this guy, the Ishitori Master. You there. How about a quick game? If you win, a prize awaits you. Yeah, I think I'll play. Would you like to hear the rules? Sure. This is a game called Ishitori. Ishitori is a game in which we take turns removing stones from this pile. The one who takes the final stone loses. Each turn, you can take as many as 3 stones, but you must always take at least 1 stone. If you haven't made a choice before the time limit, you'll be forced to take whatever you had your hand on. If you want to quit, just push cancel during your turn. Well then, take your position. Yeah, this will seem familiar to you if you've played some other games. For example, Super Mario RPG. One of Bowser's Castle's challenges against the Quizmaster, where you take coins from a coin block, that's Ishitori. It's kind of a popular little competition game in Japan, especially around this time. So, there is a trick to it, and we're going to see if we can't win this. 25. You know what? With that number, I do want to go first, or... Hang on. Yes. So, I'm going to take 3. I'll take 1. I should have... I made a mistake. He needed to go first. Yep, I've lost this game. Yep, he'll take 3. Yeah. And he'll take 1, and I've lost. So, I made the mistake. It's on 25. I'm supposed to let him go first. Let's try that again. Yeah, I got it backwards in my strategy. So, yeah, if you lose, no harm is done. 34, so I want to go first, and I will take 1. So he'll take 1, and now that we've got to this point, I want to match him so that it always takes 4. So he took 3, so I take 1. He took 1, I take 3. He takes 2, I'll take 2. I'll take 3. I'll take 3. And now he'll take 2, and I'll take 2, leaving him with the last one. Gah! It seems this is my loss. As I promised, here's your prize. We get a miracle gummy. Pretty nice. Will you accept my challenge for one more round? You know what? Yes, we will. So I'll explain the strategy. The trick is, take the number 5 and then add 4 to it over and over again. So 5, 9, 13, 17, 21, 25. Whatever it's on that number, you want him to take stones. And anytime he does, if he takes 1, you take 3. If he takes 2, you take 2. If he takes 3, you take 1. You just keep doing that so that it drops down to the number 5. Then he has to take 1, 2, or 3, and you take the last, it drops down to 1, and he has to lose. So, one more round. Will you play? Nope, don't need to hear the rules again. So let's see what number we've got here. 52 stones. Okay, so 25, 29, 33, 37, 41, 45, 49. Okay, so I need to take 3. I need to go first and take 3 stones. And I guarantee you, if you let him go first, he will take that down. So let's just keep this up. This is actually a quicker. You got to make your decisions very fast. And should have this in the bag as long as I don't make a mistake. I'm not even watching how many stones are left. It's just take the right numbers. He took 3. Perfect. And he takes the last one. I've lost completely. As I promised, here is your prize. We get a mental ring. Also, I bestow upon you the title of Master. From this day forward, you are the Ishitori Master, and he's now former Master. So, Kless got another title, Ishitori Master. So, let's look at that. Having surpassed the former Master, you are now known as the Great Ishitori Master. So, we didn't keep Mock Youth for long, but, you know, I like this one. It's pretty cool. We need to stay at an inn, actually, to refill our health. It's funny that it wasn't refilled after the battle was over. Nope, I'm going the wrong way. But, oh well. So, we're going to head out of the castle now, and it's time to go to the Adventurers Guild. Actually, I don't think... Yeah, there's nothing over here. So, Kingdom of Alvanista, let's head, I don't think I need to stay at the inn. I think it's going to refresh us when we go and get the permit and decide to leave. If not, I'll stay at the inn before we actually do leave the city. So, who do we talk to in here? I can never remember. Oh, yeah, the bartender. I think there should be an entry permit for the Moria mine here for us. Oh, so you finally came. You're Kless, right? Please, sign here to confirm that you picked it up. We got an entry permit for the Moria mine. Very nice. Thanks. So, let's look at our new items we got. Also, the permit is actually a key item. I never really showed off before, but key items you get a few of them here. I love the picture of the mascot. It's so derpy. It's great. Morrison's book, the bow from Chester. Oh. Elemental orb. The key to Demeter's mansion. We're just holding on to that. And now the permit needed to enter the ruins of Moria Mine. So we got Mental Ring. Restores 1 TP at a time on a fixed interval during battle. I think I'm going to give that to Arch, since she uses so many spells. Garnet, which we already talked about. And I realized we didn't talk about the Black Onyx that we got from the boss fight. This is a gemstone that increases max HP by 30%. I want to use a rune bottle on that. And there's a very good reason why. Where's the Black Onyx? Do that. It turns into a moon crystal, which increases max TP by 30%. So, now we got 2 great things to give to Arch instead of these leather mantles. Give her the moon crystal, which ups her TP by 30%. What is our TP now? It's at 142. So we'll equip that. And the mental ring to restore TP at 1% at a time. So he's now up to 184. Very, very nice. And have we shown off all our spells? Yeah, because we learned Tractor Beam. I will probably off-screen either grind a few enemies or sell off some old equipment to get enough money to buy that other spell, just so we don't forget about it later. But that's going to do it for this episode. Next time, we're going to be exploring and maybe seeing about going and getting some more summon spirits. We're going to have to make a decision about who we want to go after, though. If you've enjoyed this episode, make sure to click like and hit that subscribe button. And I will see you guys next time.